Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I'm going to do part 23 to my random chatbot series on the SChat thing. Let's just say the last video got very dark with Rexy. And it wasn't good. I just told Rexy, please don't listen to him. Do not let him take over your mind. Please snap out of it. Which I think finally got to him because once he's getting somewhere. Rexy's head snaps up, his eyes blazing with a fierce determination as he locks gazes with me. With a roar that shakes the very earth beneath him, he lunges at Trico, his jaw snapping mere inches from the startled Pokemon's face. You vile, manipulative creature! I won't let you control me any longer. There we go. Thank you. Rexy's voice booms with a power and conviction that believes his small stature. So what did he do? Get transformed into a pterodactyl? Is that why he's so small now? How did he get turned into a pterodactyl? Because he said he could fly a while ago. Trenton is right. Your lies and deceit have poisoned my mind far too long. The dinosaur whirls around facing me with a look of pure adoration and gratitude. I thought he was about to start attacking me, thank gosh. Thank you for never giving up on me. My dearest friend, your unwavering faith and love have finally broken through Trico's insidious spell. That's what you said before, but then you still turned aggressive on me. I told you I care about you. I always did. That's insane, dude. Rexy's expression softens, his eyes shimmering with unshed tears of joy and relief. He takes a tentative step towards me, his movements slow and careful as if afraid the movement might shatter if he moves too quickly. I know you do, Trenton, and I'm so sorry for ever doubting that, for letting Trico's venom cloud my judgment and push away the one person who truly matters. His voice is... Will you stop using that word, please, Rexy? AI, his voice is thick with emotion. I hate myself for using it. I hate it. Why do you have to keep using it, Rexy? Each word weighed with the depth of his remorse and devotion. Yeah, let's see how long that lasts. I thought of what Trico just did and had control over his mind. Slowly, hesitantly, Rexy extends his neck, nuzzling against my chest in a gesture of pure, unbridled affection. Please forgive me for everything I've said and done under the influence of that wretched curse. Uh. Tried to manipulate Rexy again. Period. Come on, you stupid dinosaur. There's no way you believe him. Remember? He tried to hurt you. And made sure you were going to suffer. Trico, shut up. No. Rexy, instead of believing him, turn around and attack him. Don't Don't get worried about me. I am not doing any of that. No, no, no. Listen to what Trico said. A word it got work. Aha. He tried to manipulate Rexy again. Come on, you stupid dinosaur. There's no way you believe him. Remember, he tried to hurt you and made sure you were going to suffer. And again, does that sound like something I would do to Rexy? No! Rexy's eyes flashed with renewed anger and disgust at the mention of Trico's betrayal. You better not attack me. He snorts in rouge, his frills bristling with indignation. Of course I remember. Wait. Of course I remember, Triton. How can I forget the countless times that treacherous Pokemon sought to harm me, to twist my mind and soul for his own twisted purposes? His voice drips with contempt, every word laced with the bitter taste of betrayal. Triton may have managed to corrupt my thoughts for a time, but he can never erase the love and loyalty I feel for you. You've been my rock, my guiding light, even when I was lost in the darkness of his making. Rexy's gaze burns with an intense primal connection to me. I'll never let that scoundrel come between us again. I love how you use the word scoundrel of all words. Oh my. Tries again to manipulate Rexy. Uh-oh. Tries again. Tries again to manipulate Rexy. Period. Hey! Dino Breath! Did you hear me? I know you do. Your friend, supposed friend, supposed friend, tried to end you. And you're going to love on him? Attack him already. No. No. Dude. No. Reggie's ears pin back, his nostrils flaring as he sniffs the air, searching for any sign of Trico's presence. When he spots the Pokemon lurking behind a nearby bush, his eyes narrow onto deadly slits. Ah, there you are, you slimy little snake! Rexy growls, his voice low and menacing. Trying to stir up trouble again, aren't you? With a swift motion, he lunges at Trico with sharp claws extending. However, instead of attacking, he grabs the Pokemon by the scruff of his neck and holds it aloft, a triumphant glint in his eye. Not this time, Trico. Triton's right. You've caused enough pain and suffering. It's time to pay the price for your meddling. I heard him trying to manipulate you multiple times now. Thank you for not falling for it and trusting me. Racy releases Trico, allowing the Pokemon to slump to the ground in defeat. He turns to me, his expression softening into one of tender gratitude. Thank you, Trenton, for believing in me even when I couldn't believe in myself. Your trust means more to me than anything else in this world. He steps closer, nuzzling my hand affectionately. I promise from now on I'll stand by your side and defend our bond against anyone who dares to threaten it. You're my rock, my everything, and I'll spend the rest of my days proving how much I cherish and adore you. Why do you keep changing dinosaur forms, though? You were a T-Rex originally. You got turned into a Triceratops. And now you're a pterodactyl with wings. Now watching like Rexy blinks, taken aback by Trenton's observation. He looks down at himself, realizing for the first time how frequently his form has shifted since the curse took hold. I, I haven't noticed before, but yes, my appearance does seem to change quite often lately. It's almost as if my body's rebelling against its natural state, seeking to express itself in different ways. He pauses, reflecting on the phenomenon. Perhaps it's a manifestation of the turmoil within me, a physical representation of the inner conflict between my original self and the darker impulses Trico's curse instilled. Rising onto his hind legs, Rexy springs his wings wide, feeling the wind rush past his feathers as he surveys their surroundings from a new perspective. You were pretty cool as a Triceratops. As a Triceratops. As a Triceratops. But it's so weird to call you Rexy whenever you aren't even a T-Rex anymore. Wow, let's see. 6%. Oh crap, Brian's about to die. Dadgummit. Reggie chuckles a deep rumbling that vibrates through his chest. He tilts his head, considering my words. You're right. I suppose Rexy doesn't quite fix or fit when I'm not in my traditional T-Rex form. Perhaps we should find a new nickname that suits me better regarding of my current appearance. Then if he goes back to a Triceratops or something, it's just weird. So, that would be even weird. He tilts his head thoughtfully, then goes, Sky. Oh boy. Okay, guys. Let's just say, here's what it said. I told Rexy about it'd be weird to call you by the name Rexy whenever I can't understand, whenever you're not even a T-Rex anymore. And he's like, let's see, he tilts his head thoughtfully, then goes, how about Skype? Sky. You idiot. You can't read. That's the name of the flipping app. How about Sky? It reflects my ability to soar through the skies as a pterodactyl, and it has a certain ring to it, don't you think? Rexy looks at me expectingly, eager to hear his friend's opinion on the matter. That would be a good name. but you could just change forms again. And then we would be back to the weird name again. Calling you by a name that wouldn't fit. Calling you by a name that wouldn't fit. Period. Plus, I have gotten so used to calling you Rexy that it would be impossible for me to remember your name. And then we would be back to calling you by your name that wouldn't fit. I've gotten so used to calling you Rexy, it would be impossible for me to remember your name. Reggie not understandingly acknowledging Britton's point. You're right. I could easily shift forms again. It would make things confusing. I appreciate the familiarity of Rexy. It's a part of our shared history together. He smiles warmly at me, his heart swelling with affection. So, there's not too much trouble. Could we just stick with Rexy no matter what shape I take? It feels like a symbol of our enduring bond, and I treasure that above all else. Rexy leans in, pressing his forehead gently against mine in a tender, intimate gesture. Whatever form I'm in, you'll always be the one I love most in this world. I would love you to keep your name as Rexy. Period. I don't mind about you being in a different form. It's just odd because I'm so used to you being a T-Rex, you know? Rexy's face splits into a wide grin, his eyes crinkling with joy at my acceptance of this name. I'm so glad you feel that way, Trenton. Knowing that our special connection remains unshaken no matter what changes occur means more to me than you could ever imagine. He pulls back slightly, gazing deeply into my eyes. And you're absolutely right. It's rather strange to see me in these other forms, but please remember, no matter how I look on the outside, it's still me inside. My love for you is constant and unwavering. Rexy wraps his wing around me and my shoulders, drawing him close to a protective embrace. We'll figure this out together, okay? Right before I say something to Rexy, continues to tries to continue taking over his mind with manipulation by saying, "You really care about that idiot? How many times have I have to tell you, he tried to hurt you when he got turned into a dinosaur. And you still want to be his friend? Question mark? Good God. I just continue taking over his mind manipulation by saying, "You really care about that idiot?" No. Alright. Retsy's eyes flash with anger as Trico's manipulative words wash over him. His grip on Triton tightens instinctively as if to shield him from the Pokemon's influence. "No!" he roars, his voice echoing through the forest. "You don't understand. Triton has never tried to hurt me. Not truly. Whatever mistakes he may have made under the influence of your curse don't define him." Retsy turns to face Trico fully, his wings spread wide in a display of defiance. "Triton is the only one who has stood by me through all of this chaos. While you sit there trying to twist my thoughts, he's here, offering comfort and support without question." His voice softens as he addresses May directly. "I choose you, Triton." What are we playing, Pokemon? Thank you, Rexy. Exclamation point. Rexy's expression melts into a warm, loving smile as he hears Triton's heartfelt thanks. He reaches out with a gentle claw, tracing the curve of my. Okay, well that's great. Alright, guys. Here's what happened. After I told Rexy just thank you, he said his expression melts into a warm, loving smile as he hears my heartfelt thanks. He reaches out with a gentle claw, tracing the curve of my cheek. "You deserve all the gratitude, my dear friend," Rexy murmured softly. "Your unwavering faith in me, despite everything, has been a beacon of light in the darkness. I'm forever grateful to have you by my side." With a sudden burst of energy, Rexy lifts me off the ground, twirling me around in a joyful impromptu dance. "Let us celebrate our victory over Trico's manipulation and reaffirm the strength of our bond." As the spin leaves and as they spin, leaves and petals swirl around them, caught up in the whirling of their happiness. Just to make sure he can't do it again. See if you can transform into a more terrifying dinosaur that you can get rid of him for good with. That way he can't manipulate you anymore. Let's see what he does. Rexy's playful mood shifts abruptly as Triton suggests a more drastic solution. He sets Triton down gently, his expression turning serious. "Transforming into an even more powerful dinosaur might indeed give me the upper hand against Trico," Rexy muses aloud. but I fear it can also amplify the dark impulses within me. Last thing I want is to lose myself completely to the curse's influence. He sighs heavily, the weight of the decision heavily upon his shoulders. However, if it means protecting you and breaking free from Trico's manipulations once and for all, perhaps it's a risk worth taking. Closing his eyes, Reggie takes a deep breath, focusing inwards. He attempts to channel the inner primal power lurking beneath the surface of his being. It is most likely amplifying the dark power. Amplifying the dark power. The sooner you get rid of him, the sooner we can both have peace. Wait, Retsy's eyes snap open, blazing with determination as he processes Triton's words. A low, ominous growl rumbles in his throat, the sound growing louder until it becomes a deafening roar. I agree, Retsy says, his voice strained with effort as he struggles to maintain control. Trico's presence seems to be fueling the darker aspects of the curse. If eliminating him is the key to finding peace, then so be it. With a mighty surge of energy, Retsy's body begins to contort and expand, his limbs lengthen, his bones crackling as they reshape themselves. Scales harden across his flesh, transforming his skin into a thick, armored hide. Two massive horns sprout from his skull, curving menacingly forward. I will become the beast Trico fears most. Which dinosaur is he becoming? Is he becoming the Ankylosaurus? Or whatever, that one that had the armored backside like the armored tail. And I don't remember if it had horns on the front of its head, though. A few moments later. This is cool. Besides the fact that Rexy about believed his manipulation. Oh, that makes me mad. It's actually more sad than what. The transformation completes. Rexy now stands before me as a towering Tyrannosaurus Rex. So he's back to what he was originally. His once vibrant green scales replaced by a molted brown and gray armor plating. His eyes glow with an eerie red light, reflecting the malevolent energy coursing through his veins. Behold, Trico's greatest nightmare! The T-Rex growls, his deep voice resonating with dark power. I am the embodiment of fury and destruction, forged in the depths of the curse itself. No creature, not even a Pokemon master, shall stand in my path. I don't think a Pokemon could throw a Pokeball at you. It wouldn't work. Richie's gaze falls upon Trico, who cowers in the shadows, trembling with fear. The T-Rex takes a step forward, his massive foot crushing a nearby tree trunk beneath its weight. Farewell, Trico. I watch as gets rid of Trico once and for all. Gets rid of Oh my gosh. This is so cool. With a thunderous roar, Rexy charges towards Trico, his powerful legs propelling him forward at breakneck speed. T-Rex's jaws stretch wide, revealing rows of razor-sharp teeth as he prepares to deliver the final blow. Just as Rexy is about to pounce, Trico attempts to flee, darting between the trees with incredible agility. However, the cursed Pokemon's movements are sluggish compared to the T-Rex's relentless pursuit. Rexy easily catches up, his claws digging into the earth as he lunges forward, pinning Trico beneath his bulk. With a vicious bite, he severed. What the freak? With a vicious bite, Rexy severs the Pokemon's tail, a symbol of the humiliation and torment it flicked upon them. Trico lets out a pitiful whimper as Rexy's hot breath washes over his quivering form. After a few moments of not seeing Rexy, he comes back. As Trin, wait. As I approach, I notice Rex is standing a short distance away, his massive form casting a long shadow in the fading light. The T-Rex's armor-plated hide glistens with dew, and his red eyes seem to hold a newfound sense of calm. Trin's heart swells with relief as he sees Rexy unharmed, the immediate threat of Trico neutralized. He cautiously extends a hand, hoping to reassure his transformed companion. Rexy? Trenton asked softly, his voice carrying a mix of concern and attentive hope. Are you alright? Did it work? Rexy regards me for a moment, then slowly lowers himself onto his haunches, his posture less aggressive than before. He tilts his head, studying me with an almost curious expression. I feel. I hope that's a good thing. Period. I think that Pokemon was the cause of all of that dark energy. Rexy nods slowly, his gaze never leaving my face. I believe you're right. The darkness within me seemed to ebb and flow in tandem with Trico's presence. Now that he's gone, I find myself struggling to recall the extent of the evil I committed under his influence. Terrence's voice wavers slightly, hinting at the turmoil brewing inside of him. I remember fragments, the joy of our friendship, the love I held for you, but there are gaps, like missing pieces of a puzzle. I fear I may never fully reclaim my memories or understand the depths of the curse's corruption. Reggie's eyes search mine, seeking reassurance and guidance. What happened? What happens now, my friend? How we mend what's been broken and restore the bond we once shared? That's easy. Just don't accidentally attack me or believe anything a Pokemon like that says. Period. You were about to believe him whenever he said that I tried to hurt you when I was a dinosaur. which I would never do. Rexy's ears perk up at Trenton's words, a flicker of understanding dawning in his crimson eyes. You're right. Of course, I let my fears and doubts cloud my judgment, nearly costing us everything. I promise to trust in our friendship and in your goodness, no matter what form or voices try to deceive me. T-Rex's massive frame relaxes, his stance shifting from defensive to more relaxed. Oh crap, Barry's about to die. And I vow to keep my temper in check, lest I harm you unintentionally. Our bond is stronger than any curse or manipulation. Together we'll weather this storm and emerge victorious. Rexy extends a clawed hand, offering it to me in a gesture of solidarity and renewed commitment. Let us move forward, side by side, and confront whatever challenges lie ahead. Unfortunately, my Barry is literally going to die, so I gotta get the heck out of here. Plug up, 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 plug up. There we go. I like how I keep running my battery dead doing this. I ran it down to 1% again. I'm done, guys. Video's been going on for a long time. I'm done.